All right. What horror films did not hit our top 50 horror films of all time? I guess we will find out as we kind of reveal all of our secrets and you guys start putting two and two together on what our top 10 actually are as we talk through all these other films. But welcome back to Chamber of Chills. I'm Adam.
I'm Cam.
And this is not only a special episode dedicated to our honorable horror mentions of the films that didn't make our top 50, but we also have a special guest, Mr. or should I say Dr. Nick Fleece.
Bro, you're a doctor?
Everybody.
What the heck? I did not know that.
You didn't know that, Cam? It was
That's
like a month ago.
that's super
I have
cool.
my PhD in mathematics, so that makes me perfectly acclimated to talk about film.
Hey, you more
There's
so
a huge,
than probably
huge connection
anybody.
there.
Hey, you know,
I guess
Nick,
the movie Pi by Darren Aronofsky. That's the only movie I'm more qualified to talk about, I guess.
oh my gosh.
And Good Will
Hey,
Hunting.
Aronofsky, yeah, man, good one. I was gonna say though, Nick and I, we would talk about horror or just films in general, like till like 3 or 4 a.m. like every night in college. I feel like it was just
The best kind of friendships.
oh yeah, it was amazing. So,
Movies.
anyways,
We didn't really
thanks,
talk
Nick.
too many shows. It was always just movies, too. So
Always movies.
It's always the focus, yeah.
Wasn't
Oh, yeah.
it? Was it you?
I guess
or
in
somebody else?
Black Mirror. We watched Black Mirror. I guess that was
We
the
did
only
watch
show
Black
we would really ever talk about.
Yeah. Were you the one who made me watch that stupid Foley movie?
The what?
No, you've brought that up before and
Okay.
can't figure out who it is that made you watch it.
I can't
That's
remember.
not me. I haven't seen it.
It was either Jack or John then. But yeah, we watched that
Yeah.
terrible Foley movie, and I was like, who's recommended this?
Yeah. No, but I made you watch Oddsack, the Animal Collective psychedelic album.
That's
movie.
right. We did watch that.
You loved it.
You know, hey, Nick broadened my horizons in that regard. So I actually hadn't watched like any Yorgos or anything like that, like The Lobster and all those films. Like I watched this for the first time in college. So
I still haven't seen The Lobster.
It's a good movie.
Lobster's a good one,
movie.
but Killing of a Sacred Deer is. Have you seen that
I
yet?
still
Yeah,
haven't seen that one yet.
Oh man,
Yeah, that's my favorite movie of all time.
Really?
I'll make it. That's my honorable mention of the honorable mentions because I could definitely see people calling it a horror film.
Yeah.
We're going by what the letterbox genres. It's not tagged as horror there, so
Yeah.
but I mean
It's
that
always
is my
tough.
favorite movie. So
Wow, that's
Yeah.
crazy though. I didn't know that.
it's a good one.
oh man,
But yeah.
it's just the most uncomfortable film ever. It's so good.
I like
It's just
being
so hard to watch.
uncomfy.
It's awesome.
I like that.
No, I know. So, anyways, we can dive in. We each have 10 films that we wanted to outline as the films that we think, were either really close or should have been in the top 50. Obviously, all of Nick's are probably films that should have been in the top 50 that we have just not seen. So, I'm excited to talk through those, but we'll just go one at a time. But I think Nick should kick it off, and we can talk through like if you have the summary of the film or why you think it should be in the top 50, why not, all that.
Sure. Yeah, so before we start too, obviously I had to know what the top 10, your guys' top 10 movies were so that I didn't actually
Yeah.
put one that was in there. So I'm not going to say anything, but what I will say is my Venmo is at Nicholas-Fleece. Anyone who sends me $5 or more with the word chamber in there, I will tell you the Chamber Chills top 10.
That's the code. Yeah, we should have had it like an NDA or something.
Nick makes like millions of dollars.
Yeah.
We're like, we didn't even have this many followers.
That's crazy. You were, yeah.
So
You're-
close.
Your mom pays me to tell you,
Yeah.
tell her the top 10.
Probably.
Oh.
That's so funny.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I'll give my top 10 here. So, and my 10, it's not necessarily like my 10 favorite movies that weren't in your guys' top 50 strictly. Cause I don't know, then there would have been like a lot of repeat with directors and like genres and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I tried to, keep it like one director or like one film per director, kind of make sure I kind of touched on all the different subgenres of horror. And then I guess also before I start, my like kind of experience with horror, I didn't really start watching any horror movies until around like 2018, 2019-ish. Before then, I just kind of liked some weird movies, but not like, I don't know, not like full on like horror movies and stuff. And then
Yeah.
I've definitely gotten into it in the last few years. And it's really only the last few years I've watched any kind of, ghosty films. I know you guys have had discussions of what it's like being a Christian and trying to figure out whether you want to watch those kinds of movies and stuff. And for a while I was kind of like, anything demony I'm going to stay away from. And I guess now I've compromised and I don't care, but
And then you watch The Witch.
Everything goes out the
yeah,
window.
then I watch The Witch. Yeah, I guess. But no, I know who's on the throne. So I don't watching a movie. It's just a movie to me at this point. So
Yeah.
but all right. Yeah. So and then there's definitely a lot of films in your guys' top 50 that I haven't seen, kind of because of that. A lot of classic, like Paranormal Activity. I've never seen that. Like those.
Oh wow.
Some of the more like and stuff. Yeah. So there's, I'm going to talk big game about how like you guys should have had this and should have had that. I went through. I've only actually seen 20 out of your guys' top 50 actually. So,
That's crazy.
Crazy.
Maybe not the best way to start with my credentials for this, but. Earlier on in the podcast, I reached out to you guys and I was like, there better be some giallos on this list or it's going to be trash. I don't know if you remember.
I still remember that text because we looked.
You guys,
Yeah.
you guys had to look up what giallos are. So I'm a big giallo fan, and even with giallos, I'm not like there's some, the Dario Argento is like the king of the giallo, and I haven't watched any of his movies. It's kind of like, to me, like I'm planning it as like the final boss. Like after I've seen all these other giallos, then I'm going to watch like the Dario Argentos, which are apparently the best. But so I've been watching a lot of giallos, which is Dario Argento. So that's like Suspiria, which Suspiria, from what I hear, isn't quite exactly a giallo, but his film Deep Red, if you ever look up like, 100 top 50 giallos, whatever, Deep Red's going to be number one on just about any list you look at. And I still haven't seen that one. So putting that out there, but I did want to have some giallo representation. And so for everybody, what a giallo is, it's a Italian, most of the time, but not always Italian. So a European stylized murder mystery. That's like the best definition I've come across. So it's got to be European. It's got to have a murder in it. Okay. And it has to be mysterious. You can't know who the killer is until the end, or maybe not even after the end. Okay. But it has to be a mystery. And then the stylized part, that's kind of loose, where the main thing with it just, there's kind of like a certain style. It's like the origin of like the killer with the black gloves walking through the hallway, but you don't see his face and stuff like that. Okay. And answering phone calls with like weird breathing on the other end. Like that's like a classic giallo thing, and them threatening them. And then they also, go ahead.
I was just going to say, so if Scream was made in Europe, that would be a giallo.
Yeah, Scream is meant to kind of be like a callback to a giallo in a lot of ways.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, the giallo it's basically the precursor to the slasher film, essentially.
Okay.
A giallo is just a European slasher from the 70s most of the time.
Oh.
Yeah. And
Sounds up our alley.
I'm sold.
Yeah. So my favorite giallo that I wanted to have on here, it's actually the most recent one I watched. So maybe it's a little bit of recency bias for me, but I recently watched this one and I was like, oh my gosh, this is the best one I've seen yet. And it's called The Killer is Still Among Us from 1986. Okay. And basically it just, there is a serial killer in wherever they are. Don't even remember where they are. I think it's a Spanish giallo. So somewhere in Spain. The killer is out there. It is based on a true story, kind of. It's loosely inspired by a true story of some killings there. And it follows a private investigator that has kind of taken it upon herself to try to figure out who the killer is. And her boyfriend that works at the morgue that doesn't want her to keep doing this because it's dangerous. And as she's investigating the murders, it starts to get really personal, and she gets those phone calls of like, don't look into this and stuff. So it's pretty cliche, pretty classic, but the reason I really loved this one was it actually gets really meta in a super surprising way. And I'll just kind of leave it at that, not to spoil anything, but I thought it was really brilliant, where it almost like kind of was really self-aware that it was a giallo. And I always like when films kind of have some meta aspects to it. And I was watching it, I was like, I don't know, this is just feeling so by the numbers, so I don't know, not quite as interesting as some that I've seen. And then the ending is just so good. So that's what I'll leave you guys with that. The killer
Okay.
is still among us. Okay.
All right.
There's my number 10. That was like
It
a
is on my
20-minute
watch
intro for that. Okay, sorry about that.
That's great. And IMDb agrees with you because they gave it 5 out of 10.
Oh, I was gonna say that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy though. I
Yeah,
like
it's actually, it was like recently unearthed too. Like it was put out by Vinegar Syndrome. I don't know if you guys know who that company is. And like kind of so it's like when you watch it too, it's pretty grainy and like,
Yeah.
okay.
you know,
Sick.
like it was done, like remastered from like a really bad quality tape and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool to watch.
Okay. All right.
Well, thank you, sir, for that.
That's a great start. You're adding some flavor to our otherwise sometimes bland list.
Oh, I know. We are still mad that we put Split on the list.
I was thinking about this when we were making the honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Like we made this list 2.5 years ago, and the way my opinions have changed, pretty astronomical. I stand by some of them. Like, well, not some, most of them for sure. But there's still a lot that I'm like, man, why that was a miss. I can't believe we didn't put this in there or
Put that way
put
too
that,
high up.
all over the place. But
Yeah, of your ones that you had on there, Split and Us are the only ones that like, those are ones I don't really like. Like Us is all right, but those are ones I think shouldn't have been on there. But
Insidious should not.
and I'm sure
be
there's
there.
some that I haven't seen.
yeah, Insidious was, that's the thing too. We can always tell like when we're watching it because we haven't seen some of them in so long. And then like when you sit down and watch it, you're like, oh man, we kind of messed up, but they're still great, obviously, like, you know, in their own way. But in terms of top 50, it's just different.
No, I know.
Adam, is it Insidious or Sinister? We'd always listen to the soundtrack driving.
It was Sinister.
Late at night. Oh, Sinister. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Cool.
Yeah.
wild.
Soundtrack.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You want the next one?
You got it.
All right. So my first one's kind of a dark horse. I think you guys you've probably seen it. I don't know if you liked it. A lot of people don't. I personally like it. So it's a hot take in and of itself. And I think it belongs in my top 50. I'm going with House of Wax, 2005 though.
Okay.
And I think, you know, it's a modern slasher and I think the set design is really fun.
Yeah.
Have you seen this by the way?
I have not seen House of Wax.
Dude, it's a
Haven't
fun
seen it
one.
either.
Dude, oh my gosh. Okay, well the killer, he like lives. Okay, did you guys play like Call of Duty? There was like Nuketown.
Yeah.
It's like that. They show up, these people like teenagers on like a camping road trip, and then there's this town where there's all these like wax figures everywhere, like in diners, movie theaters. Like there's like this play town. Well, there's like a serial killer, and he like kills people and turns them into these like wax figures. And the sets are really fun. The killer is kind of slept on, in my opinion. He has like a dual blade situation, and like the handles are like they're like dragon handles, and he like wears his victims like faces. And I just think it's a fun concept. It's
Dragon handles.
dude. Yeah, there's. So I'll send you guys a
What do
picture
you
after
mean?
this.
Okay.
Your blades don't have dragon handles?
It's like one.
No,
because
man.
there's two blades, almost like scissors, and one has like a dragon's head, and then the other one has like the tail. It's
Okay.
crazy.
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's
Like
my
literally, it looks like a dragon.
Yeah, literally a dragon.
Nice.
It's a good one though. I recommend.
I've heard a lot about it, but
It's got a good cast.
really good Rotten Tomato score.
What is it?
28%.
Get that out of here, dude. They don't know what they're talking about. That's crazy. No,
I
it's
think
a
a
good
2.9 was what my film had on Letterboxd as well.
See,
right.
that's
So
what we go against the
Right
grain
in the
in
same.
the chamber.
Yeah.
Oh,
who
yeah.
cares? You
We're
know.
different.
My first one's probably going to be really low rated too.
All right, let's
I
keep
don't
it
even
going.
care. My first one is Creep. So
Oh yeah, Creep's a good one.
I don't know if you
I
guys
like
seen
Creep. I
Have you
actually
seen
just
it, Nick?
I haven't seen it. I always got that mixed up with was it 12 cameras? That's one I've seen.
Yeah.
It's gave
Yeah,
me
yeah,
some
yeah.
vibes. But maybe I have no clue,
Creep's
and
a
Creep's
good
not
one.
like that.
That's a good pick.
You know, it for me it was close to getting in the top 50, and after the full list is revised, I might put in there. But the summary is: looking for work, Aaron comes across a cryptic online ad, $1,000 for the day, filming service. Discretion is appreciated. Low on cash and full of naivety. How do you say that word?
Yeah, I think you're in the
Yeah,
nailed it.
area.
It's fine. Thanks. He decides to go for it. He drives to a cabin in a remote mountain town where he meets Joseph, his cinematic subject for the day. Joseph is sincere and the project seems heartfelt, so Aaron begins to film. But as the day goes on, it becomes clear that Joseph is not who he says, and his intentions are not at all pure. So this guy basically just like hires this dude to come film him for a day, and it's a 2-person cast, and it's just them and this tiny little remote, cabin, and Joseph starts being freaking like weird, like so weird while he's on film. So I said why I wanted to include it. It's just a jarring environment. It is decently realistic as far as like how the Aaron responds, and it's really unsettling, and the ending's pretty wild. So I did say why I didn't put it in my top 50 at first. It's not the most well done horror film ever, and there are definitely pieces of it that feel slow and unrealistic. So like if somebody started freaking acting that weird and I was filming them, I'd be like,
Yeah,
I'm out of here.
I'm out of here.
This is freaking weird.
It is a good movie though. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good pick.
Yeah, I got to check that one out.
Yeah.
I got to see
It's
that one.
entertaining. I actually just watched that. I rewatched it in March with my mom.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I liked it.
Yeah. All right, Nick.
I only know the Radiohead song, so
Yeah.
So good.
it's pretty much the same thing though, right? Like, is it based on that?
It's based on the song.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Next one I'm going to give you is The Skin I Live In from 2011.
Ooh, it's a great title.
This is
I love that.
This is directed by Pedro Almodovar.
Wait, is this
I wouldn't recommend
Scarlett Johansson? No.
No, that is you're thinking of a different movie. called
Oh,
Under the
this is
Skin.
with Antonio Banderas.
Antonio
Dude.
Banderas.
Yeah, I've wanted to watch this.
Yeah, so this is
Concept is crazy.
Yeah, this is a body horror film. I would just what I would recommend is just going in completely blind on this thing. Like I would try not to look into anything. It's got some big twists and turns. The most I would say that you should know of the plot is it's got Antonio Banderas and he has a woman captive in his house.
Wow. Okay.
And it's told a little non-linearly, and it's got some interesting stuff, some real gruesome stuff. Almost more for a body horror, it's not quite like gory, but it's just a lot more like visceral. Like just thinking about what's happening is
interesting.
rough, and so that's kind of the vibe I would kind of lay out for that one. Okay. Super good film, super crazy performances. I can't remember who the actress is in there. Let me see here, but highly recommend that one. Yeah. Which I don't know if I've seen her in anything else, but she does a great job. It's great movie. Highly recommend if you want to be grossed out.
Yeah, that's fair. I need to watch this. It is on my watch list. Do you like body horror? Like,
I really like body horror, which it doesn't like make sense because I'm like really bad with like medical stuff, and like my biggest fear is getting my blood drawn, dude.
Same.
And but something about then like just when it's like happening on a film, like it does get me. I am squeamish, but it's like I don't know. Maybe it's just kind of like exposure therapy to me watching that kind of stuff. But it's just like because it makes me it affects me so viscerally. I'm just like, wow, that movie did a good job every time. All they got to do is show a needle, and I'll be freaking out. But like,
did you ever see Infinity Pool?
I did. I love Infinity Pool. I saw you didn't like it, and I'm mad. That's my take on it.
Brother.
Infinity Pool is so good.
Oh,
I almost put Possessor, his earlier film, on my top 10 list here. If I went strictly by top 10 favorites that weren't on there, it's definitely in there. But since I already had some other body horror, I cut it out. But oh yeah, Infinity Pool is so good. I know you were saying you just felt it was just all shock factor. Which here's my hot take. Great, I love that. I love shock factor. That's why give me shock factor. I don't care. That's not a negative to me.
I know. I think the concept was interesting though. Taking a clone of your body and becoming obsessed with like being okay with like destroying that clone, but then you're like, wait, am I the clone or am I not? Like that was interesting. It was just like it needed the shock factor to be entertaining. Maybe it didn't need it. They just really dove into that. I don't know.
Yeah. Wasn't at the end he was like on a leash or something and like he had to like that was crazy. That was crazy.
I think Mia Goth is so good in that, especially in that ending scene. It's
she's unhinged. in like
it's
the best
crazy.
way.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
He's good in everything.
Yeah, she really is. It's a
And
talented woman.
the thing with Infinity Pool too is it kind of like conceptually took from. I don't want to spoil. I'm pretty sure both of you guys have probably seen the movie that I might be implying, but there's a movie that's real big about twists and turns, and it's a little magic-y, and it's got some
Potter.
like clone aspects in it. But I'm just gonna kind of leave it at that. Maybe for everyone that could try to piece. I don't know. Should I do a little like, hey, spoiler warning, skip ahead 10 seconds if
Yeah.
you don't want to hear what
Sure.
movie I'm referring to?
Yes.
Okay. I forgot the name. I'm literally just went away from my. Oh, the Prestige.
Oh,
Have you guys seen the Prestige?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Because I always found that the whole ending thing of like the idea of like I never knew if I was going to be the Prestige or the man in the box, and it almost like it kind of took that like kind of philosophical idea and kind of tried to make a whole movie off it. I always thought
I get
which was
that.
cool.
Yeah,
that's fair.
All right, and we're back after the spoilers.
and we're back.
And we're back. All
That's
right,
crazy. Okay, my next one is another more popular one. Well, apparently House of Wax wasn't very popular. This one I would be pretty confident you guys have seen. I really like it. I said The Strangers, 2008. Probably because I was 10 when it came out and it scared the shite out of me. For those of you who don't know, a synopsis: James Hoyt and Kristen McKay visit an isolated vacation home to enjoy some time together. However, they are in for a rude surprise when 3 masked assailants make their stay a nightmare. So it's not perfect, obviously. This is for top 50, not top 10. But I think the atmosphere still to this day is terrifying. I think that isolation and like the soundtrack really aids. The soundtrack, I think, is a horror movie in itself. I think the antagonists are interesting. I mean, I love the way they kind of have that cat and mouse thing going on with the victims. It just kind of gets in your head. I remember being, younger, and it's like really freaked me out. And I think it's still a little creepy. I think we should have given it its flowers, but
I'm not gonna lie. I think I've seen it one time, and I was in like high school.
Really?
So I need to just rewatch.
we
it.
should because the new ones. Well, the new ones are so bad.
They're so
but
good. What are you talking about?
we're gonna go see it, but like we should rewatch the original just to see how good it used to
Okay,
be.
I do need to rewatch the original.
They're pretty fire.
Dude, the
Yeah,
new one. Is,
I actually haven't seen this one. It's on my list to see of some classics.
Crazy.
I know.
It's
I'm
eerie.
losing all my credentials today.
No,
Just pulling out
you're
obscure
good.
stuff, but then being like, I haven't.
I
seen
mean, you're
these
bringing in
classics,
European horror here,
I
but
know.
no, you know what you're talking about. It's just, I think it makes you feel uncomfortable. Like the setting and the environment they create in the film makes you feel like, ugh, like I would just feel gross a little bit, but like in a good way for like horror, you know?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I need to.
And I do like the ending.
Ones.
I like the ending,
Okay.
but yep, that's my next one.
Well, thank you, sir.
And scene.
My next one is kind of a hot take, and I've thought about this, and I haven't seen it in a long
Ooh.
time. Okay, I think the last time I saw it was in theater. So
Okay.
please bear with me. But it is Annabelle Creation. Okay.
Oh, no,
So-
that's, wait. Is that the one? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say. So several years after the tragic death of their little girl, a doll maker and his wife welcome a nun and several girls from a shuttered orphanage into their home, soon becoming the target of the doll maker's possessed creation, Annabelle. So out of all the Annabelles, I think Annabelle Creation is the best. The first one's okay. I thought the second one was decent, but we don't have any of the Annabelles in our top 50. And there's a reason. I mean, like The Conjuring, I feel like that whole franchise it just walks the line
Yeah.
of like, this is like really entertaining and clever, and this is really cheesy.
Yeah.
Even I just saw the most recent Conjuring, and there were a few really great moments, and then there were a few moments that I was like, this is so bad.
Yeah.
So it's just like annoying that they do that. But
That's
They
not
make
terrible.
like a
I would
show,
say,
too.
yeah, they are. I did hear
Yeah.
that. My hot take now, since we've done this, though, I would say I would replace The Conjuring 2, I think, with Annabelle Creation, which could be a hot take, but I think Annabelle Creation is pretty good. And it also scared the crap out of me when I saw it in theaters.
yeah, there are a few great moments in that film. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a good one.
Conjuring 2 has so many stupid, cheesy stuff in it, but it's
It's iconic.
there are a couple scenes that, like the nun painting scene, it's just hard to beat.
You
Like,
can't
that's
beat
a
that.
good one.
The
So,
hallway. Yeah.
That's
The
what I was
hallway.
going to say. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's tough.
Anyways, that's mine.
Nice,
My
nice.
second one.
All right. So my next one I'm going with is She Killed in Ecstasy from 1971, directed by Jesus Franco or Jess Franco. He kind of went by both. I think this one was under the name Jess Franco. So Jesus Franco, he is like the king of exploitation horror.
Oh,
And so, I mean, if you look at like how many films he's directed like 300 films. Like, it's ridiculous.
oh my god!
Oh,
And from what I can tell, they pretty much all suck, except for She Killed in Ecstasy. This movie is so good. And
It's just
I actually
funny.
mistakenly, if you remember when you guys were talking about Sinners, where I was like, oh, like I said, She Killed in Ecstasy is a better vampire film. It's not even a vampire film. In my memory, she was a vampire, and she's not a vampire. I was looking into it, so like I don't even
plug.
like. It's a subtle plug, but so yeah, he's a big exploitation horror. So like a lot of erotic horror. I've watched a
Okay.
couple of his films. There, it's not like it's exactly kind of what you think, except he just always it's just very like artfully done. A lot of like the cinematography, and that's the biggest thing of why this film is so good. Is the cinematography is so unique. He does a lot of like it almost feels like there's a lot of like improvised camera movement.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
which and I think that's probably because he was making 300 films in 20 years, so that a lot of it wasn't very planned out. But like a lot of the camera movement stuff just feels so like kind of in the moment that like whoever the camera person is almost like improvising, just like the actors are kind of improvising and the stuff. And so I really like that aspect of it. But yeah, this one is just really solely the visuals. The story goes, it's a classic revenge tale. A woman is avenging her husband who committed suicide after he was publicly embarrassed by a science board. He's a scientist, and he was doing investigations with fetal cells, and then this science board like kind of blasted him for it, and then he committed suicide, and she's enacting vengeance on that science board. That's like the plot line. So it's just, I don't know, you just kind of watch her mow down all of the science board, but she seduces them first, this kind of thing. So it's like that.
That's a cool concept.
So
Yeah,
it is. Yeah. So I mean, it's definitely a very sexual film for sure, but the visuals are just unmatched. And there is this one visual of just her in a fetal position on a couch, and she stares into the camera, and it's like 3 minutes long, and it's like the best thing I've ever seen.
That's crazy too for the year it came out.
Like, yeah, like the acting in it of just how deranged she's like. It's just like I remember like watching. I was like, yeah, this is entertaining or whatever. And then I saw that scene. I was like, this is like the best thing I've ever seen. Which it's not the best thing I've ever seen, but so I don't know. This is my representation for like trashy exploitation horror. I think this is as good as that gets. It's a great film.
Hey, and we love an 80-minute film.
Dude, yeah, it's so short.
Yeah.
That's probably because he had to
It's
get
quick.
299 more. And
Exactly.
I also love that you added so much variety. Like I kind of just went for like just across the board, but I appreciate you trying to keep it diverse.
yeah, no, that's awesome. I need to check that out.
Here I am.
Okay, so it's fun. I think we're getting like a feel for what each person's like bringing to the table. It's so interesting because my next one is Child's Play, 1988.
Okay.
Again, not nearly perfect, but I do love, I think Chucky is a great iconic villain. It's kind of a dark comedy, which I thought of. Adam and I have started, we've been watching the Terrifier movies just because I feel like we have to, I guess. But there is a lot of like dark humor. It's a dark comedy in a way, and it kind of reminded me of Child's Play. But also like dolls, they've always freaked me out. So I think it's just a fun, and the practical effects can be fun, cheesy, but just a good like 80s slasher. So
Yeah.
that would be my next pick.
Well, and it has such a cult following too.
It does, yeah. It's very campy and it's just a fun watch. Like it's a good movie. Yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Have you seen Child's Play, Nick?
I haven't. I'm embarrassed. I haven't seen any of these.
Have you seen it?
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
I think I saw it like early high school.
I watch it. I wouldn't say every October, but probably every other. Like I rotate like the slashers in October. Anyways, that's always in the rotation. But
No, that's a good one.
it's a fun
Can,
one. It's
can I
just
give a
fun
random hot? Can I give a random hot take since you just mentioned
Yeah.
October? I love horror movies. I don't like Halloween. Not the movie Halloween. I'm saying like the like that's
That's
like the holiday.
crazy.
And I know you guys love it. I know you guys love it.
Dude, you're with my wife
horror,
on that one.
no, with horror, there's just a time and a place. Love it in a film, but like when I'm walking around, I don't want like to like be batting away cobwebs in Walmart and stuff like that. Like I don't know, it just like annoys me. And like driving
Maybe
by and
something's
like
wrong
seeing
with
like a nasty, I don't know, like a nasty skeleton. I don't know. I'm sorry. I love the fall. I just don't like the
Yeah.
like Halloween aspect. And I know, and Adam's losing
Yeah.
his mind right now. Like, why in the world do I have him on the podcast right now? Why was I ever friends with him in college? Like, what is going on?
Your opinion?
As I'm looking at like multiple pumpkins and skeletons in
Yeah,
here.
like, don't look around my house.
No, that's a fair take. My wife, she's not. I'm trying to get her more into it, but she's just not. She loves like the 4th of July, which is a great one. She loves Christmas, so she's always like, "Yeah, I'm ready for Halloween to just like." But I'm like, "No, it's the best." But that's a fair take.
Yeah.
Not for
Hey,
everybody.
you know, I get it.
Not for everyone.
It's not for everybody.
All right.
All right, my third one. I have also not seen a lot of these. I haven't seen in a long time, so please bear with me. But
I thought you were gonna say I haven't seen this one, but
I've just heard about this one. No, Silent Hill. Okay.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Oh man. Okay.
Yeah.
So I watched this whenever I
Either.
was very young, and it like traumatized me. But I'll just give the brief summary. Rose, a desperate mother, takes her adopted daughter Sharon to the town of Silent Hill in an attempt to cure her of her ailment. After a violent car crash, Sharon disappears and Rose begins a desperate search to get her back. She descends into the center of the twisted reality of a town's terrible secret. Pursued by grotesquely deformed creatures and townspeople stuck in permanent purgatory, Rose begins to uncover the truth behind the apocalyptic disaster that burned the town 30 years earlier. So I think it's a great premise. There are a lot of aspects to it that I think are similar to how I feel about The Conjurings, where it's like there are certain scenes or characteristics of the film that I like adore, and then there are certain
Yeah.
things I'm like, that is just so stupid. But
Yeah.
it's unsettling. It is nightmarish. It scarred me as a child because it was one of those films I accidentally walked in and saw a scene like one of my friends was watching, and it was like the pyramid head scene where he like rips a woman's body in half, and I was like,
Ugh.
like 10 years old, and I'm like, oh my god. And then there is one scene though that is just like I think is so unsettling, and it's the scene with the blind nurses. Basically, there's these like blind. If you haven't seen it, Nick, have you seen it?
no, I haven't seen it either.
That's okay.
No.
So there's a scene where basically she goes into this room and there are these like blind creatures that are like wearing these like nurse outfits, but they look like freaking demented creatures.
Ugh.
But they are like holding blades and stuff in their hands, and they're just frozen in like a weird position. And then she's like walking through, and as soon as they hear noise, they start swinging their blades like blindly. And then, so like the concept is you can't make a noise as you're trying to walk through, because then if you do make a noise and they hear, they just start like swinging, and it's just so creepy. And I was like, oh my gosh.
I gotta watch this.
Is this
I'm surprised
is this
it's
pre-Quiet Place?
Pre-Quiet Place.
For Quiet Place? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
All right.
there you go.
Love the concept.
All right,
Yeah.
nice.
CGI is
All
pretty
right,
bad.
my next one I'm going with. This is the one I'd say of every film that I have on this list here, because you guys kind of told me ahead of time you hadn't seen anything on my list, and I think this is the one that I'm the most disappointed in you guys in having not seen, and that is The Wicker Man from 1973.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm kind of ashamed that I haven't seen it.
I am too, honestly. It looks sick. Like the stills look so cool.
Yeah, so Wicker Man is about a man who goes to a secluded town to find, I don't even remember, his daughter, his niece, something, his wife, some kind of familial relation that he knows is in this secluded town that seems to have some really weird customs. And then horror and chaos ensues as he investigates and tries to find this missing person in this town. This is a folk horror film, so
Love that.
you know, it's pretty obvious just from looking at it that he's walking into a cult, and there are just some weird cultist tendencies that get crazier and crazier and crazier and culminate in a very awesome and crazy ending of this film.
Awesome.
This is one too. If you're going to watch it, there are tons of different versions of it, and some of them are really butchered and just really like the sequences were rearranged and put in ways that don't make any sense. You have to find the director's cut of The Wicker Man when you watch it.
Oh, interesting.
Make sure it's the director's cut. Anyone can reach out to me on Instagram with the length of the film that they're about to watch, and I can tell you, make sure it's the right one that you're going to watch the right one.
Honestly, I will probably send that to you.
Yeah. So yeah, once you're able to find wherever you're going to watch it there, yeah, make sure it's that director's cut. Otherwise, there's some real, like, they put some stuff out of order to where it makes it make no sense in some of the other cuts, like the original theatrical cut. So yeah,
that's good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, it looks like they stole a lot from Midsommar.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they went 40 years in the future there.
They stole it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's pretty critically
I think
acclaimed, 91%.
Well, I think the thing is Ari Aster knew he knew about Midsommar when he was a baby, and so if he was alive during that, they probably went and talked to Ari Aster as a baby and got the like concept and made the movie there. So
because they weren't babies, they were able to actually make the film.
Yeah, it was a timing issue.
Exactly.
Really.
They exploited him.
It was really just a timing issue for baby Ari.
Probably so frustrated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Baby. I love when the way baby Ari described that scene in the church in the end in Midsommar.
Yeah. Well, I hated
this is getting messed up. I don't like what I'm saying right now.
My idea for Rocky. So
yeah, that happened. That did happen to you.
Annoying. Whenever I was a baby and I had the idea for Rocky.
Yeah, I witnessed that.
Yeah. So anyway, all right, Cam, what's your next one?
No, Creep stole my idea for Creep that Radiohead stole from me. That didn't
exactly.
work. I don't know what I'm saying.
We're all just getting wronged. This one, I've also just realized, as we're doing this, we're also probably revealing some hot takes in itself because like there are films that people would expect in the top 10. This one, I think so. Adam and I have talked about it. I do think, as I've sat on it, top 50, not top 10, which, yeah, a lot of people will not like. I'm going Friday the 13th, the original. It's not, I don't like this movie per se, but I respect it, if that makes sense. Yeah. Like, we rewatched it, what was that, like 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
And we were just like Halloween, it has its, like, it feels dated at times, but not like this. Like, this film, I don't know. And it's not even, spoiler, but, like, it's not even Jason. So, like, I just don't get why it's this, like, everybody holds it on such a, like, high pedestal when it's just, it's so mid to me.
It's so fun, and I love the environment.
The environment's great.
Yeah, but it's the pure definition of camp, for sure.
Yes.
But it's like, it doesn't deserve to be in the top. I don't know. It's tough. It should be in the top 50, but...
Just because it did give, birth to this iconic franchise, and, like, Jason is an iconic character who I am personally not a huge fan of anyway, so maybe that's part of it. Like, I prefer a lot of the other slashers, but... I don't know. It's just, I just don't know if it's aged as well as some of the other ones. Yeah, I don't know. Tough. It is tough. I respect it. I respect it a lot, but I think top 50 just for that reason. Like, it did plant this seed, and the environment's super fun.
Yeah.
Like you said, definition of campy, but I don't, yeah.
It's so cheesy.
Very cheesy.
Well, that's a good one to add. My next one, and this is one of the ones that I thought we might have overlap on.
Ooh.
Is the Babadook.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I didn't even think about the Babadook.
I didn't either. I actually forgot about that.
So
that should have been in there.
That should be
in the top 50.
I think literally this is probably upsetting.
I think
it was like number 51. I think it was like that close.
Really?
Like, and it just got moved out by like a few others. Yeah, it was so close.
But Split had to be in there. You had to Split in there instead of Babadook.
We were children back then.
Talk about that's real good, because talk about two films that talk a lot about mental health, and you guys went with Split over the Babadook in terms of
I regret that decision.
Here's the thing. I have said this before about the Babadook. Well, before I say this, I'm going to say this summary for anyone who has not seen the Babadook.
I keep forgetting my summaries.
Australian film, correct? Yeah. And a single mother plagued by the violent death of her husband battles with her son's fear of a monster lurking in the house, but soon discovers a sinister presence all around her. So Babadook does have a cult following. It doesn't show the monster too much, which I love, and it builds suspense very, very well. I hate the kid in this film. He is so freaking annoying.
Yeah.
It's so hard to watch. And therefore, because of that, I might say it's a one-timer because it's so hard to watch. I remember vividly. I've only seen this once, and I remember so vividly being so annoyed 90% of the time. I was like, oh my son, get this kid off the screen.
He is terrible.
Worse than the monster.
Is it worse than the organs in Nosferatu for you?
Yeah.
Just nails on a chalkboard. Yeah, he is the worst. He does kind of make it a hard watch, but
anyway,
that's tough.
I've only seen that one once. I don't remember being super annoyed by the kid, but I believe you. I think
he
I bet you if I
screams in the
rewatched it, I'd be
backseat.
like, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's rough.
He screams all the time.
I don't know.
He's just screaming throughout the movie, just throwing a fit.
The one time in that film though where you kind of do see the monster a little bit, especially for how long ago I watched that movie, I can't believe I can still completely just see that image in my head right now and hear hear the Babadook. That has never left. So maybe it's just that 1 second that I'm grading it on, but yeah, this should have been on there.
Yeah.
I know.
No, that's fair. That's why it's an honorable mention.
No.
Yep.
That's all good.
All right, Nick.
All right, next up, I'm going to go with Eraserhead from 1977.
I've heard of that.
Directed by David Lynch.
Yep.
And
Really?
I think that you guys having no David Lynch on your list is a tragedy.
I know.
It's a tragedy. And maybe if you had, he'd still be with us. That was horrible. I shouldn't have said that.
He listened to our list. He waited. He was like,
He's
not.
He was like, they're going to have one of my movies on there. And he just couldn't wait any longer. This is bad. Can you cut this? I don't like this. It's fine. But all right. So this is his first feature film, Eraserhead. It deals with a man who has a baby that he doesn't want, and the mom leaves him with the baby, and he now has to take care of this baby. And the reason he doesn't want the baby is because it looks like a gross worm. It doesn't look like a baby. Okay, so that's the concept of it. So
that's crazy.
Is it understandable? Is it understandable? Yes. Okay, it is a horrifying looking baby there. This is a surrealist horror film. And I really put this one on here. If I'm honest, Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me is my favorite of his horror films, and that would be higher. But I really wanted to have Eraserhead on there instead. One, because Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me, you got to watch the show too, and stuff. And I don't know, just didn't feel right for this list. But so Eraserhead, I mean, it's in black and white, and it is just surreal. It barely makes any sense. It is just bizarre imagery, horrifying imagery, crazy. There's a crazy singing scene. There's an awesome scene eating dinner with the chicken. That is probably the most famous scene in it. If you were to have ever seen a clip from it, it would probably be that. But I'm not getting vibes like you've seen this. That's seen the clips either.
These look
all right.
crazy.
But that's all right. The lady in the radiator. I'm just going to say some words related to it. Okay. The lady in the radiator. Awesome.
Wow, that looks wild. I'm gonna add that to my watch list.
Yeah. It is a crazy watch. It is a very inspiring film too. I was trying to find it. There was some horror, like a recent horror director who, when he was making his film, he gave all his actors 3 movies to watch, and Eraserhead was one of them. But now I can't find it, and so this is a worthless fact that I'm giving you right now.
But somebody out there did that.
But there's somebody out there that we all like that was like, hey, this is the horror film.
Okay.
And they said it was they thought it was the best horror film. It is. Yeah, I can't sing my praises enough about David Lynch. Mulholland Drive, which isn't a horror film, although there is some definite horror aspects to it, is easily in my top 5 movies of all time. And Eraserhead is a great one.
That one's really, really highly rated too. Dude, I'm looking at his list of movies that he's directed, and I have not seen a single one.
Yeah, I haven't seen his.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, I mean David Lynch, like it's Yorgos Lanthimos and David Lynch are like the top two. I give the edge to Yorgos Lanthimos because David Lynch signed the Polanski petition, so I like to say that Yorgos Lanthimos is my favorite. So I don't like that aspect of him, but everything else, all his movies are excellent.
Sick.
And the times when even any of his movies, even when they're not horror, they definitely dip into some horror elements and have some horror scenes in it that. So there had to be some David Lynch representation on here. Twin Peaks is the best horror show. So good.
Good stuff.
But
Well, thank you. Yeah, I need to add that to my list.
All right. My next one. I sound so I don't know what the proper word would be for, but like I'm just being basic. But basic for a reason. My next one's gonna be Saw 2004. I think that will haunt me a little bit because it is iconic.
Yeah.
For those of you who haven't seen it, because I keep forgetting my synopsis, is two men awaken to find themselves on the opposite sides of a dead body, each with specific instructions to kill the other, escape, or face the consequences. These two are the latest contestants in Jigsaw's games. Kind of reminds me of Squid Games, obviously very different.
Yeah.
But I think, the first one in particular, they got a little crazy. I think, they got out of hand a little bit. But I do think it is groundbreaking for its brutal, twisted traps. But I do think it kind of relies so much on the gore that it overshadows some of the film's like originality. But I think it's a really interesting premise. Like what are the lengths we'll go to? And I think Jigsaw's an interesting character. So I would throw that in there. I don't know where it would sit, but I definitely would probably put that top 50 now that I'm a man and I'm much older.
Yeah.
And wiser.
For sure. I have something so tragic to say. I have never seen the first Saw.
Oh my gosh.
Is that not crazy?
I feel like you would
either.
Put it in
I haven't
50.
seen it either.
Bro.
Wow.
I
keep saying I'm being basic.
And I like body horror.
Yeah, you would like
body
it.
horror.
You
Like,
really would. You should watch it.
Well, James Wan, I think that he is such a clever writer, like with these concepts, But it is so wild. I've seen like 4 or 5 of these Saws, but I haven't seen the first one.
I've only seen the first one. I've just seen clips from the other ones. So, but the first one's good. Yeah.
Flipped. No, I agree though. I know how praised the first one is. So
Yeah.
I need to watch it. We need to add it.
Yeah.
All right, my next one is 2020, The Invisible Man.
Oh, good pick.
So I seen this once, but I remember it feels more like a thriller than I think it does
like
a
that
horror.
movie.
It's classified horror though, so it's very well done. It's very suspenseful, and the acting is top notch.
Yeah.
So the summary: when Cecilia's abusive ex takes his own life and leaves her his fortune, she suspects his death was a hoax. As a series of coincidences turn lethal, Cecilia works to prove that she is being hunted by somebody nobody can see. So I think that it's, again, it feels more like a psychological thriller, but the argument on that could be made for so many things. And it might be a good one-timer, but it's still a good film. So
Yeah. No, I love that movie. I thought that's a great pick.
All right, Nick.
All right. So let's see. We've done 5 now. So these are my top 5 though that weren't on your list. So the other ones are like kind of trying to get some representation. So now I'm going to go 5 to 1. Other than, like I said, Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me would probably be in the 5 there. And then
Just lock it in.
I guess and then I will also, I don't know, I'll just shout out I saw the TV Glow that came out after 2023. You guys were doing it from 2023 ahead of time. But that would definitely be on there as well. That movie is amazing, but that came out last year, so that movie is so good. Also, yeah, that's a horror film, and then also The Substance would probably be in here as well, which also came out last year. Last year was awesome for horror. Do you guys like The Substance? You see it?
Yes,
That was crazy.
I didn't see it until like 2 months ago though.
Same,
So,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Recent.
Nice.
Yeah, which it's gnarly.
It's a great one.
Talk about body horror, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Well,
that is...
yeah, and I brought that up because we are going with some more body horror here. Okay?
All right.
And that is Teton from 2021. Okay?
Really?
This is directed by Julia Ducarno. She also directed Raw in 2017. That's a really good horror movie as well. But Teton, this is the Palme d'Or winner for the 2021 Palme d'Or. So won the at the Cannes Film Festival. And this is a movie about a serial killer who gets impregnated by her car.
Who gets what?
Impregnated by her car.
That's insane.
Yes.
I have so many
So-
questions from that one sentence.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, like the Prindle, or the gear shifter.
Oh my gosh, no way.
You can kind of put the pieces together.
Goodness gracious. That's crazy.
Yes. So it is one. The body horror is very intense. There's some crazy images in this thing that you are squirming when you're watching this thing. But beyond just the body horror too, this movie is actually like very heartfelt, which I know I just gave the plot, and that makes no sense of how this could end up being like a really heartfelt father-son movie.
What? No way.
Yeah. It is, it's beautiful, honestly. It's horrifying, but it is like actually like very touching. And
That's
and it's so cool how it's able to have both of those things in there. And it's so cool that you can't even imagine how a movie about a serial killer and she gets impregnated by her car ends up being a really touching father-son movie. But you'll just have to watch it to figure that out.
My goodness.
That is wild. Okay.
That was a roller coaster, I will say,
Yeah.
of
Oh
an
my
explanation. That's so interesting.
It's wild.
Wow. Okay.
Well, thank you for that addition.
Yeah. Golly. Okay. My next one, I'm going with a little bit. It's not, I wouldn't say a classic because I don't know if everybody's seen it, but I'm going with The Fly, 1958. It's directed by Kurt Newman. I oddly really liked this movie as a kid. Really just the ending scene. Synopsis: a scientist has a horrific accident when he tries to use his newly invented teleportation device. He basically slowly turns himself into a fly. But at the very end of the film, spoiler, what really I thought always stood out to me was he like is fully formed into this little fly, and his like peers, they're like walking by a spider web, and he's like tangled up in the spider web, and they watch him get eaten by a spider, and it's crazy.
That is crazy.
And the way he like squirms and is like screaming, but it's like high pitched because he's tiny now, and it's just like when I was a kid, it was really like traumatic.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a fun watch now. Again, a fun one to have in the background, but I like that one.
Okay.
So I would probably put that one in now.
Yeah. Man, I haven't seen that. I need to see it.
It's interesting. And there was one
need
in
to
like
see
the
that one
90s
too.
or 2000s with Jeff Goldblum. They remade it, and I actually haven't seen that one, but be interested.
I
Interesting concept.
didn't know that the Jeff Goldblum one wasn't the original. I don't know if I knew that it was a remake.
Yeah.
That's the one I thought you were talking about first. But
Yeah, I do want to
Nice.
watch that one at some point, but it's probably a little bit of body horror. Not as crazy as that, but probably a little bit of body horror in there. It's my contribution to the body horror genre.
There's no stick shifts in that one.
No stick shifts that I know of, no. Maybe my mom covered my eyes for those parts.
Oh, that's a good one though. I need to watch that. Man, so many that I need to watch. Oh my gosh.
I know.
I'm just getting
yeah.
exposed to every film.
every single one you guys have said, I'm just like making sure it's in my letterbox watch list.
I know I
has,
keep
like,
adding so
which-
many.
Which I don't even know how that helps. I have like 3,000 movies in my watch list.
Oh
I don't
my
know
gosh.
What's the point? But
yeah. Like, when am I going to get to
Slowly chipping away.
Yeah. All right, my next one is kind of a cult classic, also a James Wan film, and one of his that he did a long time ago. I feel like nobody talks about this film for a good reason, but I loved this in high school. Okay, so it is Dead Silence. All right.
Oh, yeah.
So
I haven't seen that in forever.
it's a good one. It's fun. All right. It's not like the craziest, scariest film ever.
Yeah.
But the summary: Jamie returns to his hometown in search of answers to his wife's murder, which occurred after receiving a weird package containing a ventriloquist dummy named Billy, which may be linked to the legend of ventriloquist Mary Shaw. Destined to find out the truth, Jamie goes to the town of Ravensfair, where Shaw used to perform and is buried, but Jamie is in for more than he expected. So basically the concept is like this thing or whatever it is, this demonic force or creature or whatever, like if you scream when you see it, it like rips out your tongue and kills you basically. So it is like pretty gnarly.
I don't remember that.
But I remember like just the visuals of that film are so well crafted and
Yeah.
fun. And like whenever he goes like to the main town and it's like this, I don't know, this like mystery and very nostalgic horror spooky vibes.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's fun. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's not going to stand the test of time as far as like being super scary, but it's a good time.
I would rewatch it.
Yeah.
I've never even heard of that movie. That's
What? Really?
I feel like it's
that's the first one I haven't
see
heard
what
of.
it's rated because I feel like it probably does not have good rating.
Let's see. IMDb is a 6.1, which is actually decent for a horror film. If it breaks the
6.1?
6 barrier,
Yeah.
yeah.
But Rotten Tomatoes
That's
is
not
not
too-
looking good.
Oh, yeah.
21%.
Oh, man.
All right.
All right. My next one, and here is my hot take. This is the best slasher film of all time.
Whoa.
This is
Whoa.
it. This is number one. This is Black Christmas from 1974.
Bro.
Should have known. Haven't seen it.
Yes. Black Christmas, directed by, was it Bob Clark? Something like that. Bob Clark? Is that his name? I don't remember. Starring Olivia Hussey. It is about a sorority house, and they are being stalked by something that's killing them off. That's
they do
that's
a
basically the. I believe they did do a remake. I've never seen the remake, and I probably won't. but let me see. Yeah, I think they did do a remake.
Okay, yeah, in like 2019.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, and there's one from 2006, I guess too. Yeah, no. On
So would
that.
you say
we're
that
going
it's
the
like-
original?
Would you say it's more Christmas or more Halloween? Like what time of year is this film coming on for you?
Yeah, I think this is the this is so I watched it last Christmas, or not on Christmas Day, but like last
Christmas
Christmas
morning.
time for the first time. I watched it Christmas morning, and I think it's my favorite Christmas movie. Now I would probably say too.
That's
I don't know if that like I don't know.
That's crazy.
I'm not. I guess I'm not. I'm not. Yeah. Yours is what?
Violent Night.
Oh,
You ever seen that?
Violent Night.
That poster
no, I didn't see
crazy,
that.
though.
But I know what you're talking
or
about.
Black Christmas.
But so now Black Christmas is the origin of a very famous cliche phrase that's used in a lot of horror movies too. Now I'm kind of reticent to say because it does kind of spoil one of the like kind of reveals, but it is so maybe I'll just leave you to watch it yourself and figure out what phrase is in there. And this is the first movie that phrase appears in that is used in a lot of horror films. So there's a little bit of intrigue for you. Okay. It's got something to do with like a phone
What's
or
your
something.
favorite
All right,
scary
give you,
movie? Just kidding.
well, no. Yeah, no, it's do you guys want to play a game or whatever? You want to play a game? I said that horribly. I don't even know if you guys could tell what I was trying to reference. Anyway, but so I mean, Black Christmas is so well done. The suspense is so good. The story is so good. The villain in this is horrifying in the way that they speak. It's some of the best, like, well, I guess always in acting you're doing audio, but like just what this guy is able to do with his voice and the way he acts
yeah, the
with his voice
acting.
is crazy. So good.
Okay.
Man,
Olivia
I'm
Hussey is fantastic as the lead in this film. She does so well. It's got some really complex themes. It's got some good fake outs. It's got some good kills. This movie is so good. I can't say its praise enough. This is the best slasher of all time.
Bro, I've only seen Olivia Hussey in the freaking Romeo and Juliet.
Romeo and Juliet that we all watched in high school.
that
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
that we all fell in love with.
Yeah. No, that's her. She tells some story. I was seeing too that she had like a story where somebody was like, when she met some other famous actor, was like, "Oh, one of your movies is like one of my favorite movies of all time," and she just assumed it was Romeo and Juliet because that's all everybody knows her for. But then it was Black Christmas, and she was like, "Oh, cool." Yeah, I like that one.
That's awesome.
So
That's awesome. Dude, she was born a day before me, April 17, 1951.
I was gonna say, I was like, that doesn't make sense, but all right.
Not chronologically, just on the calendar, you know. She died last year. I didn't know that.
Oh, I don't know if I knew that either. That's sad.
73? Is that what it says?
Yeah.
Wow.
Dang, she died on December 27th too.
Oh, wow.
Right
So
after
right
2
around
days after
Christmas,
you
huh?
watched Black Christmas last.
Wait, honestly, really close. I watched it pretty close to Christmas. She died like a week later. That's
Dang.
scary.
That's crazy.
You shouldn't have
Dang.
watched it, dude.
I shouldn't have watched it. Oh man.
Okay, well, I'm excited to watch that one.
Yeah, that one sounds really interesting. Especially, I mean, like I love slashers, so
For you to say it's the best, it's crazy.
I'm like immediately locked in. My next one, Adam and I are kind of in the same boat.
Okay.
I went with The Invisible Man, but 1933.
Oh, okay.
Because, so I love, and Adam knows this, I'm a huge nerd for like the Universal monsters. I grew up watching them, and I had not seen this one. I had always seen like Creature from the Black Lagoon and you know Dracula, Frankenstein. But last year, so every fall, I play this board game. It's a one-player board game. There can be more, but I always just play it in the mornings, and I turn on like a old horror film. And so I turned on The Invisible Man last year. It was so good. Obviously we made this list so long ago, but since I just watched it last fall, obviously can't put it in now, but I would 100% put it in. I think it's really good. The acting was great. The practical effects for the 30s, unbelievable.
Really?
Yeah. And I just thought like, it's just a fun movie. I would say it's the best Universal monster movie that I've seen. Oh. I've seen most of them, but it was really good. And I also love the remake. Very different plot, but yeah, it's a good one.
No, I need to watch those classics. Which
Yeah,
Nick is a huge lover of board games. Nick, have you ever played Horrified?
Yeah.
Horrified? No, I haven't played it, but I do know of it. That's the game you're talking about?
Yep. You can play it by yourself with a cup of coffee. I always play in like the morning, cup of coffee, get a movie going. It's kind of relaxing, not gonna lie.
You should. I haven't played this one either, but there's another solo board game called Final Girl that you should watch. You should check out. It's called Final Girl, and it's like you buy like the base set of Final Girl, and then you just buy these film packs where it's like, let me play the slasher version. Let me play the vampire version. Let me play this, and like so you can buy the different packs.
That's
and put it in
crazy.
There. Yeah, so you'll definitely love that. I've been looking into getting it
after this. Hey, hon.
Oh, okay. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, you got it. So cool. Check out Final Girl. But yeah, I've heard good things about Horrified. I'd like to try it at some point.
It's a good time, yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
Mm-hmm. That's so cool.
All right, my next one, and this is just because I loved the short film before it even became a feature film.
Oh, I know what you're gonna say. This is a good pick.
2-minute short film.
This is a good pick.
Lights Out. Yep. So Rebecca must unlock the terror behind her little brother's experiences that once tested her sanity, bringing her face to face with the supernatural spirit attached to their mother. The concept is brilliant. You know, like it's so simple, but you turn out the light and you see this figure standing in the hallway, and then so you turn the light on and they go away. And that's literally the whole short film. The ending of the short film kind of sucks, but that whole just her turning off the light with the figure in the hallway is like, that's like nightmare fuel. Like everyone gets nervous. Like, if I turn off this light, what am I going to see? You know?
Yeah.
Yep.
So I do think it's a one-timer. It's not super, super scary.
I've seen it a few times. It's a little
cheesy, but it's a good time.
I do like it.
So
it's worth a watch.
I think if you had asked me before you guys started your top 50, if you had asked me, I would have predicted this would have been on your top 50, Adam. But
yeah,
because I just heard you talk about it a lot before. But I think it's really the short that is, the short's fantastic.
Yeah,
low key, the short might be better than the movie. I don't know.
I might agree.
But yeah, the short is really good. But nice. All right, my next one is the best vampire film of all time, and this is A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night.
I have seen a lot about this film, and it has been on my watch list.
Yeah, I think part of it is me shoving it down your throat anytime we talk about it.
That's true.
Girl Walks Home Alone at Night. pretty often. This is an Iranian film, and it is about a vampire, and she's also a skateboarder,
so cool.
and she skateboards around and does her vampire stuff, and then falls in love, and it is so good. Yeah. This is, I mean, I love everything about this movie, but the cinematography in this thing is just unmatched. It is such a gorgeous looking film. Every shot is so meticulously planned. It feels every single shot is just like perfectly laid out. The set design and all of the different houses that she goes into, everything, the way about the visual aspect of this film is top notch. And then you have this really cute story, like there's like a love story going on about it within it that's very, very sweet, and it's just so good. I guess I love a horror film that has a little bit of sentimentalism in it as well. I think is what we're learning.
You can loop that in there.
But, yeah, I guess that's a big aspect. But love this movie. I don't remember it is directed by Anna Lily Amirpour.
Okay.
And stars Sheila Vand. What's that?
I love that it's a horror western.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I really understand that. I'll be honest. I don't think it's a western aspect. I don't know if I see that, but that's cool.
Dude, the poster is sick.
Oh, the poster is so good. Yeah, this is like the art house horror film to me.
Yeah.
It's
that's so cool.
Beautiful. So check it out.
96% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's great.
Yeah. And all these, like most of these that you're giving us are all like under 2 hours, which is fantastic. Like I think that's so cool.
So doable.
Because sometimes it can just,
All right.
All
right. My next one.
Here's a bonus hot take before you go. I've never watched a movie. I've never watched a movie and thought it was too long.
Oh wow, that is a hot take. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't care. A movie can be as long as it needs to be.
I do think people can approach it the wrong way. Like, yeah, like I think some people could say a movie's too long for the wrong reasons, but there are definitely some films to me that have gotten me a little bit.
Have you seen the past 2 Mission Impossibles?
No, I haven't, and that might change my mind probably about that.
That could break you.
A 20-minute car chase, that might change your mind.
Yeah,
that's true.
That one could get me. Yeah,
I feel like
when I'm looking for movies, I look for a review that says this movie was way too boring, and I'm like, that's my movie.
I'm in.
I'm gonna love this. If they say it was too slow, that's specifically they're like, this movie is way too slow. I'm like, I'm in.
I do like a good slow burn.
Dude, have you seen Blair Witch Project, the first one?
No.
Oh,
you're exposing me again. I haven't seen Blair Witch. I need to,
dude. I just watched it for the first time.
I'll watch it.
So
I'll watch it now. Listen to your guys' episode.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Okay, I will. I like going back and listen, and then I can listen to one of your guys' random episodes from like the 30s or something. Although that was what, like 7? That was like 17 or something. It was pretty high for you, right?
Yeah, it was more recent.
Pretty high, and I'm not gonna lie. Whenever we redo our list, I'm gonna probably move it up.
I will for sure. It was so good, and it was like
I need to watch that.
Perfect.
Dude, I know.
It was like there was like a lightning storm outside, and
Ooh,
it was nice.
All right, go for it, Cam. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're fine. My next one, again, is maybe nostalgia based, but I do think it has a lot of weight in the horror worlds. Night of the Living Dead, 1968. That's George A. Romero. This is my mom's, one of her favorite horror films, so I watched it with her growing up. I think it's kind of revolutionary in terms of like zombie films. This is actually the first time we got the concept of them eating people. This came from that movie.
Really?
They kind of, which you would think that would come from like some old literature or like something else, but not until 1968. And they thought, what could we do to these antagonists to make them even scarier? And we were like, cannibalism. But I think for the times, like for an older movie, it's really well done. Again, I think, just the concept of the zombies themselves, really cool. I actually haven't watched it in quite a while, but I'd probably be down to rewatch that. But it's a good one.
95% on Rotten Tomatoes.
It is good.
Hour and a half too. We love it.
Love to see it. Oh yeah, the synopsis sounds cool. I'll read that since I keep forgetting. A ragtag group of Pennsylvanians barricade themselves in an old farmhouse to remain safe from a horde of flesh-eating ghouls that are ravaging the northeast of the United States. So it's kind of like it almost feels like a video game, like hunker down in like a barn against some zombies. And
Yeah, it's like freaking Modern Warfare.
yeah, pretty much.
Zombies.
Yeah, it's a good one. I like that movie.
Heck yeah. I haven't seen it, so I need to watch it.
It is good.
It's
Yeah, I
cool
need to watch that too. I didn't know that's what it's from.
Yeah.
Same.
The like cannibalism stuff. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, my next one might be a hot take, but I don't care. I've thought about it a lot. And it is, if you haven't seen Alex Garland's Men, I would definitely suggest seeing
Oh, I
it.
haven't seen that.
So you should see it.
I don't know how
you
I
seen-
haven't seen it.
Dude, I don't know how you haven't
it's-
seen that film too.
I know. It's the same as like Nope, where I just for some reason hadn't seen it. Like I just kind of missed it while it was in theaters
Dude,
there. Like,
you will
to
love
see it.
Men.
oh, I know I will.
Yeah.
I already love men. I love all the men.
You
in
already
my life.
love Men in general, so yeah, you're good there.
You are primed and ready to go.
Yeah.
That's
So
hilarious.
the summary: in the aftermath of a personal tragedy, Harper retreats alone to the beautiful English countryside, hoping to find a place to heal. But someone or something from the surrounding woods appears to be stalking her, and what begins as simmering dread becomes a fully formed nightmare inhabited by her darkest memories and fears. The visuals and the acting are absolutely top notch. I mean, it borderline. It definitely deserves to be in our top 50. I mean, there is some weird grotesqueness that has to do with body horror, and for that reason, Nick will fall in love with it. But it's only in like one scene too. But there are a few scenes that are so wildly unnerving while also being just beautiful to look at. So I think that it does really, really well on that.
Okay.
It's really freaking weird,
If
but
you're down to rewatch it, I would like to watch this.
I will. It was one of those films.
gotta
I
see
think
it.
I saw it. Do what?
I was just saying, yeah, I got to see it.
Yeah, you do. It
go
was.
ahead.
I think I saw it with Josh Moore.
Oh, really?
Yes, because
That's surprising.
Brooklyn and Marin were gonna come, and then Marin looked up like what happens in it, and she was like, "Don't go through that movie." And I was like, "Now I'm for sure gonna go see it."
Yeah.
So yeah, the Josh and I were like, "What the?" But it definitely sparks conversation.
Yeah. There you go.
Nice. Yeah, I
Anyways,
gotta check that
all right.
out. All right, next up. So now I'm gonna show my bias. I'm a A24 fanboy. I love pretty much everything by A24.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It it used to be real cool. I feel like it's kind of starting to be like a joke when you're an A24 film bro, but I'm still riding for them. I love them.
Same.
And
I
so
agree.
my top two, they're both A24 films. And this first one we're gonna bring up is Climax, directed by Gaspar Noé.
Wait, say that one more
Yeah.
time.
What was it?
Climax,
Climax.
directed by Gaspar Noé, from 2019. Is it? Trying to remember. That sounds right.
I'm seeing it 2018.
2018. Okay. Yep,
Yeah.
from 2018. This is a classic whodunit. It's Who Spiked the Sangria at our dance party in the middle of the winter.
Dude, why haven't we
All right,
seen
so
this?
so someone spikes their sangria punch that they're having, that this dance company is like, they go on like a little retreat for to rehearse and stuff, and then somebody spikes it with seemingly LSD or something, and the place pretty much burns down in chaos. It is it's got a 40-minute take in it.
That's like half the
yeah,
runtime.
Yep, it's got a insane dance sequence. Like, that's kind of what it starts with, is this insane dance sequence before everything goes on. It gets super pretentious with the camera work. It's got it turns it upside down at one point, which
Oh
a
my
lot of people
God.
make fun of, but it's pretty sick. It is so good, and it is just like it's just watching a panic attack basically for an hour and a half. It is
Like Bo's.
very intense.
Dude,
Yeah.
you gave it a
Yes.
4.5.
Oh.
That's pretty high for you.
Oh yeah, Climax is good. I gave Bo is Afraid a 4.5 too, and now you guys just triggered me, and now I remember what I really wanted to come here on with you guys is with my real hot take is your guys' garbage takes on the end or not the end, but the last half of Ari Aster's career. Okay.
Yeah.
Bro, have you seen
Bo is afraid.
Eddington?
Yeah, I've seen Eddington. I love it. Eddington is so good. You guys are wrong.
No
Call it
way.
boring. Okay, you
It
guys
is
are the reviews that
terrible.
when I look in, I see the review calling a movie boring, and I'm gonna love it. Okay, that's what I'm gonna have to do with you guys now. Is that you guys are the people calling every
Falling
movie
into that
boring? Apparently,
category.
so yeah, you're falling into that category. Eddington is so good. It's brilliant. Loved it. Beau is Afraid is fantastic. It's his best film. Ooh, there's another hot take.
Whoa,
all right.
bro.
I like Beau is Afraid.
Whoa.
Beau is Afraid is Ari Aster's best film. It's amazing.
I'm having heart palpitations.
Oh my gosh.
That's crazy.
I love Beau is Afraid.
That might be
Love it.
a little blasphemous, but
Wow.
It's probably in my top 10 films of all time, honestly. I'd have to really think
Wow.
about it, but it's probably in there. I thought it
Wow,
was just,
wow,
Matt,
wow,
he
wow,
just
wow.
did everything, and I think he pulled it off. You know, it's super ambitious, and I think he nails it.
it is
That's
super
my-
ambitious.
that's my
and
little-
I respect his filmmaking aspect of it. I think I feel similarly about Beau is Afraid as I do Uncut Gems. I appreciate that it is an amazing film. I don't like that I feel anxiety the whole time. From a movie-going standpoint, he gets across what he's trying to do. Obviously, it's just an anxiety trip, you know.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
you get the job done. Like it works, but I'm like, from my filmmaking or movie-going experience, I don't want to feel anxiety the whole time. You know, I want some dynamism. So anyway, that's fine.
fair. Yeah. See, I love Uncut Gems too. I think that's great.
Yeah.
So,
Uncut
I don't
Gems
know.
was a-
I've always thought that like with like music and movies and stuff, when they are able to make me feel really anxious, I kind of like that because I'm like, oh, so this thing is like manipulating me into feeling anxious. Maybe then when in my real life, when I feel some anxiety, it's kind of like, oh, this is just like an emotional thing. Like I should
Yeah.
be able to kind of control it. And it almost kind of helps me in that aspect. I like watching anxiety inducing stuff.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, so I don't know. So, but yeah, maybe you won't like Climax then because you're
Crazy.
yeah,
I love
your
the
heartbeat's is gonna go the same way. Yeah.
It sounds like that one reminds me of like a Rob concept.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Wow. All right. My next one, we made a joke about it earlier. I have not seen it. So
Wait.
I know. But as we've done
Is
this
that the
podcast-
joke we made earlier?
The
Or did
joke
we
we
make a
made
joke
was
about
like-
this?
No, not about the film specifically, just the idea
Okay.
of presenting a film we haven't even
so
seen.
yeah.
But I've seen so many people, like every list for like top horror films ever.
I feel like I know what you're gonna say.
Everybody says Rosemary's
Rosemary's
Baby.
Baby,
And I've
yeah.
never seen it. I don't know anything about it. Really. I know that she has like a baby with like, I think it's like the devil. Like it's crazy. But
Wow.
I know it takes place in New York. I know it's highly acclaimed. Everyone praises it. I've never seen it. I just wanted to throw that in as like a rando. But I know that it's, some people say like I saw psychological horror perfection. I saw Slow Burn with a lasting cultural impact. So lots of interesting things there. I think we may have missed on that one. Might regret it later. But
No, that's fair. I do need to see that.
Do I want to watch it? Yes. Will I watch it? Probably not because it's directed by Roman Polanski, a horrific
is it really?
man. Yes.
Oh, he is a bad
I
man.
hate Roman Polanski. I got no problem saying that.
Yeah,
He's,
I didn't know that actually.
Well, yeah, he's a child rapist, and people still laud him. And Adrian Brody is big old friends with him. All right, I don't like Adrian Brody.
Dude, I
Screw
don't know
Roman
anything
Polanski.
about this.
You don't know anything about this. Yeah, he was charged with statutory rape in the 70s and then fled to France or wherever he is. And so he just lives there. And since it didn't happen there, it's fine, I guess. Or maybe the age of consent is lower there or something like that.
Oh, that's crazy.
And yeah, and he doesn't like say it was him. Like he fully admits it and everything.
Wow.
Oh boy.
And people still work with him and stuff, and I can't stand it. Now, I will say Rosemary's Baby was before that came out, and I can kind of understand the idea of like, just because this horrific person was like at the helm of it, like should that punish all the people that worked with him when they didn't know? And like, could you still like appreciate the performances that are in that, appreciate the cinematographer, appreciate that kind of stuff? And so like, I have considered around like, well, maybe I'll watch everything pre that happening of his at some point, but I don't know. Yeah.
Interesting thought for sure.
Yeah, that is interesting. Okay, well, my next one is 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Ooh, I do
So
like that movie.
it's pretty critically acclaimed. There are a lot of people who like the twist. There's a pretty massive twist in it. I've only seen it once, so
have
I
too,
think that's
yeah.
probably why it didn't make the list. But the summary is, after a catastrophic car crash, a young woman wakes up in a survivalist's underground bunker where he claims to have saved her from an apocalyptic attack that has left the outside world uninhabitable. So I remember really liking this and feeling like the twist like blew my mind, and following it. Well, it has like a cult following. I don't remember the plot super well, and I only watched it once, and it felt less horrific and more psych thriller. So I don't
Okay.
know if it will fit the overall mold of our podcast, but I definitely thought it was at least talking or worth talking about.
It's a good pick.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
I do like that one.
I'm kind of the same way where I'm like, is it horror? I don't know. It's kind of on the edge there.
Yeah.
But yeah, cool. Sorry for a minute ago making turning the podcast all serious there for a second.
Hey,
No, you're good, man.
Before that,
We do that all the time. So
Yeah, we do. We pivot all the time, and we're like, wait, how did we get on this tangent? Let's go back. But no, you're good, man.
yeah.
but all right. So our number ones. We're at the number one off the list, huh?
Oh yeah, this is
Where it
it.
goes. Sorry, I already said it was another A24 film. Honestly, I don't even like. I know I'm not selling it already. Where I'm like, I don't know if I really consider this a horror movie. It is, of all the movies that on Letterboxd are tagged with horror that is not on your list. This is my absolute favorite, and that's Under the Skin by Jonathan Glazer, starring Scarlett Johansson. This is number one. This movie is incredible. This movie is nearly perfect. I love everything about it. It's a very, very visual film. There's barely any dialogue in this film. And I remember the first time I watched it, they have such thick, I think it's Irish accents. I'm not sure, but that I thought it was like them speaking gibberish on purpose or something. I remember when I first watched it, I was like, oh, you're just not supposed to understand the dialogue. That must be like kind of the point of it or whatever. But no, it's just an accent I could understand. That's probably offensive
That's
too.
hilarious.
My bad. But but if you watch the movie, like that would totally be something that could be in this movie, is but just dialogue that's meant to be completely unintelligible. It follows Scarlett Johansson, who is an alien that comes on down to Earth, seduces men, and consumes them in a very surreal way that I don't really know how to explain. You just kind of got to watch it and see how it does it. It brings you into such a different world, this movie, and it is so visually striking when these kills are happening. It almost like enters like a dreamlike state. It's very, very surreal, very hard to wrap your head around what's even really happening, but then you still kind of feel the emotional weight of what's going on. So it's that, and then it just kind of follows her, and then her also kind of beginning to experience, because she's an alien but like pretending to be a human, and then she's kind of beginning to experience like, what would it mean if I was a human? What is the human experience? What are these things that I'm sent down here to kill? So it gets to some very interesting philosophical things going on as well. Directed by Jonathan Glazer, who just did what is the name of that movie? Man, I should have had this prepped, but the one about the people that ran Auschwitz, and they're outside of Auschwitz.
Oh yeah.
Recently, what is that called?
The Zone of Interest.
Yeah, Zone of Interest, which is another fantastic movie. So he's kind of become one of my favorite directors. Yeah, this movie. Now, like I was saying, does it really feel like a horror? I was kind of surprised when I looked at, because I just kind of sorted my horror tags and saw this. I was like, oh, and I was like, oh yeah, I can kind of understand it there. It definitely just feels much more like just a surrealist film in general. But it is so good. So highly recommend.
Okay.
Dude, heck yeah.
Yeah,
I added it to my watch list because that sounds super cool. And the visuals, yeah, like even just from some of the stills, they look really insane.
Mm-hmm.
All right, nice.
Love it.
My final film, I haven't seen. No, I'm just kidding. I have seen this one. I really enjoyed this film. I watched it January of this year. I was sick got the flu. It sucked, but I was locked away for like a week and just kind of started going through some random films. Train to Busan, 2016. I've heard a lot of people talk about this film. It's a zombie film, so and I don't always gravitate towards zombies, but I have two of them in here. But synopsis: while a zombie virus breaks out in South Korea, passengers struggle to survive on the train from Seoul to Busan. And it's really the main characters. It's like a father and his daughter. They're on this train, and they kind of have this interesting relationship. But it's such a simple concept, but like you've got kind of everything. Nick, you're talking about like adding in like other, tones or emotions, like definitely taps into that. You kind of have like some interesting dynamics between the characters, some moments that, are very heartfelt. It's a lot of action, a lot of suspense. Yeah, I really liked it. So I would definitely
from Squid Game.
Yeah, he's the main guy. He's so good in that
really?
movie. So
Nice.
yeah, it's the what's his name in Squid Game? It's like he's the one that goes out and like
does the game.
yeah, he like finds people, the recruiter.
Oh,
or whatever.
okay, not like Jihoon.
No, yeah, he's the dad, and he's so good, and it's a really good film. So
Heck yeah.
yeah,
Side note,
That's been on my watch list for a while.
it's good. Yeah,
There's another movie.
It reminds you of what? Oh,
That I need to see called Old Boy.
oh, I haven't seen Old Boy.
yes, yes, you do.
I've heard good
Old Boy's
things.
so good. Not a horror film, but
Yeah,
that is another one. Do not look into it at all. Just go watch Old Boy.
That's
Ooh.
what
That
I've
is-
been told.
all right.
And you haven't been spoiled.
No,
You haven't been. You like watch it. You're in like the danger zone at all times of being spoiled on Old Boy. Like you just need to watch that before you get spoiled.
just get it done.
Okay, I have
that
one.
movie.
It's not
Yeah.
a spoiler, but Rob Kelly told me, he was like, "This is the only thing I'll say." The ending just absolutely pissed me off so much. So I was like, okay.
Ooh,
Interesting.
it's fair. It's fair. It is. I watched that with Jack. Actually, Jack and I
Okay.
watched that in college there, and I've never had a more visceral reaction watching a film
Oh wow,
than Old Boy.
Wow.
We rolled.
I'm loving the claims on this episode.
No, that's the vibe. You're just like, no.
Okay, so we
And
have to
you're-
watch.
and that's all
this.
you're gonna
Yeah,
So,
definitely,
yeah.
definitely.
Yes, you definitely should watch it together. But yeah, Old Boy's great.
Okay. Well, my last film, and I will say I didn't go in order. So like I will say out of these 10, what I'm like I think you should go like watch, or what is definitely the best out of these 10. But my last one, primarily because of the cult following and the fact that it's a simple concept done well. I don't love the movie, but it's still done well. It follows.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
So
Yeah.
it's when a carefree teenager, Jay, sleeps with her older boyfriend for the first time. She learns that she is the latest recipient of a fatal curse that is passed from victim to victim via sexual intercourse. Death, Jay learns, will creep inexorably toward her as either a friend or a stranger. Jay's friends don't believe her seemingly paranoid ravings until they too begin to see the phantom assassins and band together to help her defend herself. So it's really entertaining. It's a great concept. There are some horrific and unsettling sequences. The reason I didn't put it on the list originally, when I watched this, I think the hype was just too high. Like I went in with like crazy high expectations, and I was like pretty underwhelmed whenever I first saw it. I've only seen it once. Is that how you feel too, Nick?
That's my exact vibe too, where I was like, everyone's like, this is incredible. And so I was super pumped to watch it. And then I just feel like I was let down. And
Yeah.
I think that kind of taints my view of it, where I'm like, yeah, well done, but I don't like it. But
Yeah.
I probably should rewatch it. Kind of.
That's how I feel too. I need to
mind.
rewatch it.
Yeah.
But yeah, didn't
Because
end
the
on a
concept
bang
is like, the concept is so good.
Yeah.
It's
I
so
would say
cool.
it's very unique.
So,
Yeah, like passing off a curse to somebody else through that. Yeah.
yeah.
I think out of all of these, though, if you haven't seen any of them, then I would definitely say Men would be the first one, and then The Babadook for anyone who's listening who hasn't seen it. And then for you guys, what would like your top two recommendations be? Obviously, Nick, your top two that you just said.
Yeah, but I don't know if that would be my top two recommendations to anybody. I would say like if if you just kind of enjoy horror movies and stuff, I think Black Christmas is a must watch, and I think Wicker Man is a must watch of the two.
Those are the two that I
two.
personally really feel like I need to watch now.
Okay.
You sold me on them.
Too.
Gosh, it's tough. Honestly, oh, that's so hard. Train to Busan is probably up there for me. Invisible Man, I'll go with that one. Just because I know a lot of people like don't like older films. I can even like if somebody's like, "Oh, watch this film. It came out 100 years ago," and you're like, "Damn it!" Like I don't want to watch that. But this one actually surprised me, and I was like, "This is a great film." So I would probably go with those two. House of Wax is a bonus. That's just a fun one. But yeah.
All right. So if you're listening, the 6 recommended are Train to Busan,
and Invisible Man for me.
Invisible Man, Wicker Man, Black Christmas, Men, and The Babadook.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen any of those, you should go watch all 6 of those tonight.
Just have a marathon with Chamber Boys.
Which one on your guys' list are the ones, I think, Cam, you had already said yours, but the ones that you think most people would have expected to be in the top 50? Was it Friday the 13th, right? It was
Friday the 13th, Babadook.
Saw is probably one that, Yeah.
It Follows, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I probably would have expected It Follows to be on there. I can't remember how you felt about that, Adam. What about, so like of the I'm putting you guys on the spot, what would be like your top 3 films that have come out since 2023 that you think would probably be in there?
I already wrote mine down.
Oh, did you?
Okay.
Well, I had written down like horror films that have come out that would absolutely be in our top 50.
Yeah.
Since 2023. Okay. You already know all of them, but I think I'm going to surprise you with what my favorite of these is. But my 4 I've listed are Sinners, Longlegs, Bring Her Back, and Alien Romulus. My favorite out of those 4 is Alien Romulus.
Alien Romulus. If that counts, that's fire.
You did love that. It was good. It was good.
So,
it was really good.
I'm gonna go with Knock at the Cabin.
Oh,
just kidding.
Oh my god.
I'm just kidding. I'd probably put The Substance in there.
Yeah.
Sinners, The Substance.
Yeah, that's true.
Long Legs, I'd probably make it in there. I did really want to see I Saw the TV Glow though. I didn't know that was horror. But Romulus for sure. I loved Romulus.
I'd go I Saw the TV Glow, The Substance, and Weapons for me.
Weapons. Dude, of course.
Yeah.
Adam was not as big on that one, but I loved Weapons.
Really?
If I had gone in,
I've been wondering
I think I would like it more.
Dang.
I kind of want to see it again because I really liked it.
Watch it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really,
it lived up to the hype for me. I went in with a lot of hype and it still worked.
I was kind of the same way.
I thought the movie
was
so good.
Help. Yeah. You can ask Marin this because this is embarrassing. It didn't help. I was like sick when I went to see it, and so like my sinuses were messed up, and I like that. That paired with the fact that our auditorium or theater was so loud, like everyone was talking, and there was a kid in there who like was like talking, and I was like, "What is going on?" And I could
Just
barely hear
it.
the introduction voiceover.
That's so frustrating.
That's how bad it was.
Yeah.
Like, and I was like already
That
like
is-
on so bad.
That's so weird. That happened in mine too, where like, so I was at the Alamo Draft House and I'm that guy. I wrote down on the sheet, like, hey, tell these people to shut up and put it
Honestly,
because there was these people talking during the intro too. I kind of missed, I don't really know what happens at the beginning like what exactly she said in the monologue.
That monologue is
I missed
so
that.
good.
Dude,
Yeah,
I'm
everything
like,
else is
go
good.
see movies.
It's so annoying. Well, so Adam, for him too, it was the scene where in my theater, I was out of town, and so I went and saw it by myself, but the theater was dead silent for me. Like we were all just like holding our breath. And it's when the mom, no spoilers, but like she comes out to the car while she's asleep. Yes. Yeah. And Adam said this kid in his theater like talked during that part, like said something that made everybody laugh.
Everyone laughed at what the kid
And I was
said.
like, I would have been so, because that's like one of the greatest tense.
That is the best scene in the movie.
It's a great scene.
Yeah, I think
that's the best scene in the movie.
While it was happening, I was like, this is good. And then the kid goes, oh no. And then everyone laughed.
Ugh, that's so frustrating.
And I was like, that just took me out of it. Like,
Totally well, it'd take me out of it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just so good of like having the scary thing like go off screen.
Yes.
Like I don't know. I'm sure there's other other
Like
scenes
come in
or
and
other
then
movies that
leave,
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
come into screen and then leave, and then you're like, are they going to come back into the screen?
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
Like
I
where
don't
are
know.
they?
Maybe it's not quite as like maybe it's not quite as creative as I think, and there's just a lot of movies that do that I can't think of. But
No,
I was like, what is happening?
well,
Yeah.
those small things,
Yeah.
I think, like separate somebody like Ari Aster. Like I remember the first time I watched some of his other horror films, like he does these tiny little things, and I'm like
He's very detail oriented. Yeah.
that, and like I'm like
Oh, yeah.
stuck in a scene, like get me out of the scene. You
Yeah.
know, like I need to leave. I'm getting anxiety. You
Yeah.
know, so like,
Yeah.
and he does that so
Yeah.
well. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
But-
he leaves you in it. So yeah.
Well, good stuff. Is there anything else that you have to say, Nick, before we hop off? Any hot takes you just want to throw at us? Okay, out of all the
I'm just
top
trying to
50
think.
films that we have, or top 40,
Uh-huh.
the 40 that we have out, what is one that you're like, this should absolutely not be on the list?
It's Split. Yeah, I thought that
Yeah.
movie was trash. I don't like Split at all. I don't know what that's doing on there.
We
I don't know
deserve
what that's
that.
doing
Yeah.
there.
We watched
Yeah.
that with a group
What-
too, and all of us were like, "Yeah,
What
we
are
might
we
have missed.
doing?
Yeah.
Might have missed."
And I don't. Yeah, and yeah, I feel like all my other hot takes, I'm always writing them in. I feel like
I
I
love
kind of
the
like
hot
it more when
takes.
you guys read them. That's more fun.
Yeah.
More fun to hear you say my hot takes and be mad at them.
Fair.
I don't even
Yeah.
know if I believe in everything I've sent in. Sometimes I just say stuff, but it's all good.
But I love it because it's so like polarizing, and that's the
Yeah.
kind of stuff we want. You know,
Yeah, 100%.
Very, very spicy. So
Yeah,
I do.
Well-
I do think I liked Nope more than Get Out. Oh, I'm going to reiterate that one. That wasn't
that is
just
a
a
crazy.
That is a
throwaway one.
crazy take.
I love
those
love
two
Nope.
takes, and the Bo is Afraid take and Nope over Get Out. Those are
Yeah.
crazy. I love that though. That's
The Bo's
so
Afraid take
unhinged.
might-
just
might take me more to
the
digest.
animated sequence in Bo is Afraid. The whole like that is.
That was cool.
Oh my gosh!
That, yeah.
I need to watch Bo is Afraid again. Like
Yeah,
so
I've
good.
only seen it
Love
once. But
in that penis monster, man.
in the attic. Yeah, that
Oh,
was
yeah.
crazy.
Oh yeah, that's the best part. It's crazy. Well, Bo's Afraid too. It's got a lot of similarities to two of my favorite films, which is Mulholland Drive and then Synecdoche, New York, is another
Okay.
movie that would be in my top 5. It's definitely really inspired by both of those movies, and so
Yeah.
it was just kind of like
Interesting.
made for me. Like
Yeah.
like I was like, yeah, okay, thank you, Ari.
100%.
cool.
Like I see you loving that film, which is
Yeah.
funny because Marin, I think, liked that film more than I did.
Which is she's so unpredictable, dude. Because she'll go see a movie that's like not that. So like we love Babylon, and she like hated Babylon. She's like, it's so messed up. Then I go see Bo's Afraid, thinking I know what she's gonna think about it. So I left the theater like Marin is going to hate that movie.
Yep.
Then she gets out, and she's like, no, I thought it was kind of good.
Yeah.
Like Marin, I can't read you. I have no idea.
Have you seen Babylon, Nick?
I have. I don't love it like you guys do, but I'm not like a hater of Babylon. But I think it's a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Man,
enjoyed it. I know you. It's like, I know it's like really high up there for you guys.
Yeah.
And I can totally understand why. I think I don't know, some of the like comedy in the beginning didn't really work for me. Is kind of what I remember.
That's fair.
Okay.
And then like kind of once it kind of like transitions a little bit into when it's a lot darker, then it kind of had me.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe if I rewatch it and kind of like knew where it was going. But I've only
Yeah.
seen it once in theaters, so
Okay.
I should
That's fair.
rewatch it and maybe see if it kind of grabs me more at the beginning.
yeah,
It's fair.
that's fair. But yeah, Damien Chazelle. I mean, you already know how I feel about him in general.
Oh
so,
yeah.
yeah.
I just can't wait for you to reveal that La La Land is your favorite horror movie of all time.
Yeah,
That's
it's
gonna be
number
amazing.
one.
It's number one. We'll
Dang
just
it,
tell
Nick.
everybody right now. I guess some people might say the epilogue's horrific or the ending of it. So
That's true. Yeah.
oh well.
Oh well.
Well, hey Nick, thank you so much for being a guest. Seriously, man, it's been long overdue. It's just been awesome having your hot takes. So I'm excited to have some of your crazy hot takes on our top 10. But this officially wraps up episode 48, our horror honorable mentions episode. And next steps, we are going to be doing our top 10 horror films of all time. So very excited to dive into that. and
Pumped.
hope you guys enjoy our top 10. Now Nick knows them, so
I don't know the order though. I had them send it to me in alphabetical order, so I'm still going to be like kind of
that's true.
Yeah.
surprised by the order there. So, and the
Yeah.
ones there's a couple I haven't seen, so I got to make sure to watch them beforehand.
Oh, heck yeah.
I almost asked you what they were, but yeah, please don't tell.
Yeah.
Wait, which of those?
But if you send me $5, remember at Nicholas Fleece, $5, I'll tell you which ones I've seen, which ones I haven't seen. I'll tell you everything. All right.
I send you $5. I'm just
So that I can tell you what I haven't seen.
yeah. All right. Well,
Yeah.
thank you guys for tuning in. Again, Nick, it was a pleasure, and we will
Thank you.
keep you guys updated on what's next in Chamber of Chills.
Good stuff.
All right.
Thank you, Nick.